For my Apex project, I have created the Valley Design Company. Valley Design Company is a commercial renovation and design business that is specializing in salvaging older and historic buildings. Our goal is to salvage and reuse whatever original materials from the structure that we can. And the original materials that we can't use in our final design, if they are still usable, will be donated to a local charity. And if those materials cannot be reused, they will be recycled. And if they can't be recycled, they will be properly disposed of. Any new materials that are required for our final design, we are going to make sure that they are sourced locally and as sustainable as possible. And our end goal for the building is for it to be as energy efficient as possible. Our headquarters is going to be in Stanton, Virginia, because it is a very central location in the state, and it also has a very beautiful historic district. For the first few years, our focus is going to be on building our portfolio in Central Virginia, and we are going to focus on old and historic buildings. We will eventually expand into the East Coast, and if everything goes well, we may even become a national company. There is a significant need to reduce waste from commercial demolition in the United States. Most buildings, when they are run down, they are getting torn down and not salvaged or deconstructed. There is a company in Portland, Oregon called Interworks LLC, and while they do focus on sustainable designs, they are mostly residential. I did find a few commercial projects on their website, but there was not a lot. Hoffman Planning, Design, and Construction is based in Wisconsin. And while they do focus on sustainable commercial designs, they're mostly in new construction. So they're not necessarily renovating existing buildings. One of their most interesting projects I found on their website was a boarding school that they built in Wisconsin. And a little more locally, in Harrisonburg, Virginia, there is a company called Sustainable Solutions. And they are a commercial remodeling company, but from what I could tell on their website, they didn't focus a whole lot on sustainability. So maybe their designs do incorporate a lot of sustainable and energy efficiency, but they're not marketing that as much as Valley Design Company would like to. Also in Virginia, there are several programs that are promoting this industry. One of those is the United States Green Building Council of Virginia. And actually, one of the most sustainable buildings in the world is right here in Virginia. And that is the Chesapeake Bay Foundation's Brock Environmental Center in Virginia Beach. I had a little bit more trouble finding the global industry characteristics, but I was able to find a very interesting survey that kind of ranked countries in order from the most sustainable to the least sustainable. How they did that was they looked at how many buildings in the country were LEED certified, and they also took into consideration some society characteristics. So the first most sustainable country in the world was Germany. The second was Canada, and then the third was the United States. I was able to find a company in Canada that is doing something similar to what we will be doing. It's called The Fourth Pig, and that is a nonprofit. They had a very large online portfolio that ranged from homes to commercial buildings, and I believe they actually specialized in breweries. The Valley Design Company's mission will have three main areas. The first one will be customer satisfaction. We want to make sure that our customers are completely comfortable with every step of our process, and our end goal is to make sure that we are meeting their needs and that we can transform their building into whatever their business requirements are. Our second area of focus is going to be sustainability. So we are going to figure out what the customer needs, and then we're going to say, okay, how can we make this more sustainable? And then the third thing that we're going to focus on is aesthetics, because at the end of the day, we really want people to walk into our buildings and our spaces and be completely comfortable and also have it be a very beautiful design. Our vision is to excel and become an industry leader. We will begin by focusing on the Central Virginia area and then expanding into all parts of the state and eventually the entire East Coast. We hope to establish a strong reputation for impeccable customer service, innovative and sustainable renovations, and stunning design concepts. Our successful combination of these three things will be the foundation of our company, leading us to become one of the top companies in the industry. Valley Design Company will be a benefit corporation right off the bat. A lot of companies will start as an LLC or a C corporation and switch over, but we feel that just going ahead and starting with a benefit corporation will really not only put us ahead in the industry, but also show our commitment to the environment and society. There are a ton of licenses that we will need being in not only the construction field, but also focusing on sustainability. One of those, of course, is a local business license. We will also have several employees that have a general contractor's license. We'll have a couple that are asbestos contractor's license, lead abatement license, LEED AP operations and maintenance certification, certified interior designer, and a LEED AP interior designer. There are also a number of local building codes and zoning regulations that we will need to research for each individual project because they vary by each county and city. There are a lot of OSHA regulations that construction companies will need to follow, so we will pay special attention to those. Of course, we will follow all of the IRS and U.S. Department of Labor regulations and requirements. We are also going to pay special attention to EPA requirements as we are focused on sustainability. There are numerous on-site and off-site risks associated with the construction industry. Everything from equipment malfunction to worker industries, miscalculations, material damage, vandalism, natural disasters. The list really is just ongoing. And there are also some off-site risks that we need to be prepared for too, such as slow economic growth, troubles with financing and funding, legal disputes, strict laws and regulations or building codes, also community objections or opinions, because sometimes commercial buildings can be political and local people have a very strong opinion about some things like that. So with that said, we will have a lot of insurance. We will have general liability insurance, builder's risk insurance, commercial auto insurance, and workers' compensation insurance. And we will also be consulting with an attorney who will specialize in construction companies and small businesses who will consult with us about the different types of insurance that we may need in the future. Our management plan will be pretty straightforward. We will definitely have a hierarchy of management and certain protocols that our employees will need to follow. At the very top, we have our CEO, and each department head will report to the CEO, who will make all of the major decisions for the company. Under the construction department, our head of construction is going to be our VP of construction. They will hold a construction engineering degree and will oversee all of our project managers, who will be Class A general contractors. And below our project managers will be our lead construction crew and then our general construction crew. In the design department, we will have a VP of design who is our certified interior designer, and they will also have an assistant to help with whatever design decisions that need to be made, and also the ordering of materials. Under our sales, we will have a VP of sales. This is a very important position in our company. They are almost the face of the company. They will be the direct line of communication to our clients, and will also be partly responsible for creating new business. And they will also be drawing up our design contracts and working with the client in order to figure out what they need and what their end goal is. Beneath the VP of sales is our marketing director, who I say beneath, but they work very closely together. But our marketing director is more focused on getting customer testimonials and updating our website and social media platforms, and also giving the VP of sales whatever sale material they need to market the company. In our administrative department, we will have a controller who will oversee all of our accounting techniques and ensure that we are in compliance with all of that. We will also have an HR manager and a headquarters secretary. She will be our office secretary at our Stanton location, and will kind of take care of all of our office supply needs and whatever miscellaneous daily tasks that need to be taken care of. So that is what I have so far for Valley Design Company. I hope you have enjoyed my almost 13-minute presentation, and please let me know if you all have any questions or any criticisms so that I can make improvements. Thank you so much.